Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday. So glad that you could be a part of the show. I will let you know right away that I'm going to go nuts because I went with earbuds and they sound so weird. It is so weird. Can you guys not hear?
Mm-hmm.
You good? You good? Everybody's good? That lets you know that there are actually some people in the studio today. And if you want to be a part of the show, 800-905-0989, because O's are not numbers. And I will be defiant against the entire station, against LexCorp, against everybody. They're putting in all the imaging. O is not a letter. Well, O is a letter. It's not a number. And so it's 905-0989. Please text Flaccid. Let us know that you're out there and you're having a good time on Saturday night, because that's what we're going to do. We are also live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either 98.9 WORD or the Upstate Pulse. All right, let's sit back. Let's take a breath. Let's prepare to have some fun. We know that a lot of things going on in the world, probably a lot of things going on in your life, but hey, it's okay to smile, have a good time, forget about that stuff for a little while, at least for 2 hours. And we will do our best to entertain you, to make you laugh, or at least make you go, man, I feel better about myself because I'm not as stupid as some of those guys. So,
yeah.
So there's that. There is that for sure. All right, let us talk about who is on the show today. We don't know where Matthew is. We guess he's at a gathering because when he's not here, he's at some sort of gathering. So he's at a gathering, probably something to do with either Pokemon or what's the game that he plays all the time?
Dungeons.
You already forgot.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. Thank you. That voice you hear is Cameron. Cameron is here.
Hi. That does make you to talk.
And yes, it is. And two other people are here who haven't been here in a while. So I don't know. I'm gonna introduce the lesser one first. And that would be Odie is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Buongiorno.
There we go. He is decided to speak only in Italian today.
Sì.
Is that one of your languages? I don't know.
Sì,
Odie.
Se belle, molto belle, prego, sedetevi.
Wow, that sounded like he said something about spaghetti. I don't know. Maybe. All right. And also making his way back to the studio. He's been extremely busy. Going to be busy next week, by the way. And that's one of the reasons why he's here. He has been dubbed the Exalted Rob by Cameron. Rob Young from Borderlands Comics and Games, South Carolina Comicon. South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition is back in studio with us tonight.
Man, it is so good to be here. I'm sorry it's been so long.
It's all right. You've had some things to do, and we completely get it. We are very forgiving. We absolutely are. We got a lot of stuff to get to today. Obviously, we're going to talk about Comicon Fall Edition. We are going to talk about fall period and how it makes us feel. If we have time, we're going to get to Peacemaker, Gen 5, Marvel Zombies. We got an oops that's going to delve into politics just because I have to do this. It's not going to be political, but you can delve into something happened that I got. Cameron, I think, finally figured out what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah, I just a little bit. We also have Nerd Roundtable. We're going to talk a little video games. Before we get started, though, we had an argument. I asked Odie what he had for supper. And he said he had a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And then he said, no, wait. That he added sausage and onions to it. So it's not a grilled cheese anymore, right?
Sausage and tomato, not sausage and onions.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
All
I don't like onions. Like tomatoes.
Okay. All right.
It's still an additional.
So, ladies and gentlemen, text line 800-905-0989. If you add something to the grilled cheese, it's not a grilled cheese anymore. It's just a sandwich.
Yeah, it is, because it's grilled cheese in a sandwich.
No, it's a grilled sausage and cheese sandwich.
So are all hamburgers grilled cheeses?
Yeah.
No,
No.
because you don't grill the bun. So a grilled cheese.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm saying with a burger.
Yeah, you put the bun on the grill, and then you grill, and then you put it.
You don't grill the bun like you do on a grilled cheese. See, I'm agreeing with Yodi. I also, believe it or not, had a grilled cheese that had bacon and a burger.
Well, then it's not a grilled cheese.
We ate at the flat.
It's just a hamburger.
We ate at the flat, so it's actually a grilled cheese where you're actually putting the whole thing on the griddle.
Yeah,
and you're doing it, and then you just happen to throw.
I don't
This
know
is
what country I'm
sacrilege.
in at
This
right
is
now.
sacrilege.
It was so good. That's what I also had, Odie. So we're in the same boat here.
A grilled cheese is just a grilled cheese.
Yes, it's just a plain grilled cheese. I mean,
If you have a burger, if you-
It's still
anything
grilled cheese.
additional into it, it
So
no
is a-
longer
is a-
becomes a grilled cheese.
Is a burger still a burger if I add toppings?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, then a grilled cheese is still a grilled
yeah,
cheese.
it's just toppings.
It's a different criteria.
Yeah,
It's not. It's fancy toppings.
Totally the
This is
same
like-
thing.
There's
like
a
a Rob
nuance
Brown
that's being
analogy.
lost in this
what
communication.
makes
here.
it a grilled cheese is the whole sandwich goes on the griddle, and you're grilling the whole sandwich, bread and cheese. And it just so happens that Odie made a bad choice and didn't put bacon and a burger on it. But we're not holding that against
All right.
him.
What you had was a patty melt.
Yes.
No, what? Patty.
It was
It was
a
patty
patty,
melt.
patty melt.
It's a grilled cheese
Listen,
that
you
I
need to
actually,
stop
actually
making
have a
patties, okay?
flat, and then I just happened to add a burger too.
All right.
And bacon and fries.
Texter says, several texters say, texter says, look forward to a very moist show today, gentlemen. It's almost like you're in this room because it is kind of moist in this room right now.
We're spitting a lot.
Here's
here a
the
second
problem.
ago.
Yeah, I had to
some-
wipe off the screen
There's
twice.
some really skinny people who work in this place, and they turn the air the opposite direction to where it's no longer air. It's not heat because we don't really have heat, but you feel the heat off the equipment, but they turn the air off. So when I have to come in and turn the dial around an entire rotation, yeah, it's not
That's
good.
awful.
What is the thermostat like a rotary phone?
It's a dial. It's a dial. So if you have to turn the entire rotation, then you know they turned it way the other way. And before I leave today, because some of you
Imagine
don't
being
know this,
small and
but I do
cold.
work at another radio station. I'm gonna have to go over there because one of those
Brother.
are there, and it is our brother station, and he is probably turned it all the way up in there, and it'll be like that all day Sunday. So I got to make sure I fix that before I leave, or it'll be a sauna. And it's okay to be a sauna, but I want to be in a sauna with a bunch of dudes. I just don't want to do that. So
That's fair.
yes.
I'm in agreement.
So it is moist. Texas says, glad to hear Odie is back. You know
Hello.
what? No longer is Odie back, or he's not just on audio. You can see him on stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X. If you were to tune in, you can actually see him from parts unknown. I don't know where.
It's a secure location.
Yeah.
Odiville.
Texter says, I'm with Odie. It's grilled cheese no matter what you add to it. I think Odie actually texted that in.
No, it's not because my thing doesn't end in 4.
Look on his face. Uh-huh.
He looks guilty.
Look, he did it. Look, that's a guilty face. right
Guilty!
there. Look, it's turning red.
No, because my area code does not start with a 7. See, Your Honor.
Maybe you have a burner phone.
Well, that's obviously
Ooh.
not from here. 706. I don't know what that is. What is that?
That's
Charlotte? Could be
Georgia.
Charlotte.
That's Georgia.
It could be. Because, by the way, thanks to our brand new transmitter, we could already be heard fairly clearly in other states. But now, for sure, we can be heard all the way up to Charlotte. We can be heard close to Atlanta, maybe even getting into Atlanta. So we got 3 states going on right now. Not only that, and Rob's going to enjoy this later when we talk about South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition, we are the #1 station, 12 plus, across the board for the last couple books. That means the preteens, the teens, the 20-somethings, the 30-somethings, the 40-somethings, the 50-somethings, and the old people are all listening to this station. That's a good thing.
When does it become the old people?
60. I'm going to go with 60.
Okay.
It's going to change. When I get to 60, because I'm at 57 now as of last week, when I get to 60, it's going to be 70.
Okay.
The goalpost does move a little.
Well, it does for each person. And it's also about how old you act and how old you feel. Let's see. Texture says Odie can do no wrong except for the grilled cheese fiasco.
Thank you, Texter.
I love hanging out with old
It's
people.
not Odie. And it's not a thing. It's a grilled cheese if it has cheese in it. All right. I need to tell a story before we go to break. He doesn't even know about this story. And I thought about not telling this story, but I've got to, because life is show prep and things happen to you and you decide, do I want to talk about that on the air? That's pretty embarrassing. And I was taught a long time ago by the late, great Russ Castle is the more things you tell personal, the more people believe that they're your friends. And you guys are all my friends. So I'm going to tell you guys, and then you won't tell anybody else because that's how that works. You know, friends never go tell somebody else something
Definitely
that something
not.
happens. All right. We have a cat like a lot of people do. And we got the cat because we had mice problems and we had people come out, exterminators. That's a noob. I'll get it in a minute. We had exterminators come out and they're like, basically, you live in the middle of the woods, you're going to have mice. So we got a cat and the cat is fat because she eats all the mice. We did not allow her to be in the bedroom lately because we can't at night. We don't, but during the day we would leave the door open so she could get in there. So I was on the throne, and there came a big mouse towards me whilst on the throne at 4 a.m. because I do a morning show during the week, and I yelled. It was a manly yell. I just want you to know it was not a high-pitched girly scream.
It was not a shriek.
It was a manly, deep-throated. There we go. Yes.
It was a Viking yell.
Yeah. You know, like the Ricola horn thing. It was like that. Yeah. So anyway, or like when they're on the walls of Minas Tirith or something.
Yeah, it's a horde of Hammer.
Helm's Deep. Yes.
It's resounding in the deep.
All right. So anyway, the mouse comes towards me and it disappears. All right. So the first thing someone normally would do would be to pull their underwear up and jump up. But I'm smart enough to go. It disappeared. So I jumped out of my underwear, and then the mouse came out of my underwear. So,
Oh my God.
So here's what I avoided.
You let the moose out the house.
Oh man!
You
All right,
almost came down with a bad case of crotch mice.
This is a very embarrassing story, but it could have been worse. It could have been a whole lot worse. So anyway, I'm glad I'm here, and because
Oh my God!
because I think
that would have been bad.
rabies shots and all that
Good
kind
gracious.
of shots have to be inserted at the area where the thing happened.
Mm.
So
So
that
yeah.
phrase is going to live in my head for free for the rest of my life. A
phrase?
bad case of crotch mice.
Crotch mice.
Forever.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about fall because it's fall, and it's even more moist in here right now. I don't know why. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
I have one. So at the old store on Lawrence Road.
True story, by the way.
I have another true story equally as embarrassing. Almost. The old store, unbeknownst to me, until about a month in, had an exposed sewer pipe in what we thought was a closet. I kept having gigantic palmetto bugs, like the biggest cockroaches you ever seen in your life. And I'm like, what is going on? You know, we're spraying, and everything's, what is going on? Before I figured out that what we thought was a closet was an old bathroom at the back of the store. And when they had done it, they didn't put a rubber gasket over the pipe. They just cut everything off, took it out, and started stacking stuff in it. I'm also at the store very early, not 4 a.m., but it was about 7:30. And the biggest palmetto bug I've ever seen in my life just crawled under the bathroom door. Worse, he started flying around the bathroom,
No.
trying to find out how to get out. And I was not as fortunate as Lonzo to be in a position where I could move quickly. That's what I'll say. And yeah, and my screams were more like maniacal axe serial killer trying to scare this thing away from me till I could kill it.
So are we talking like this big?
Like about like that.
How fat? I mean, how wide?
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh
Yeah. No.
yeah, big. Like because they were coming straight out of the sewer. So you're like, where are these things coming from? And we finally got it. But when we figured it out, when we opened the closet, when we started taking stuff out, there was a piece of carpet, and the carpet was moving.
Oh,
That's not.
no.
So we're talking like the Beatles from the Mummy.
The
or
carpet
something.
was
Yeah.
moving.
All right.
And so we put a sign on the front door, and we're closed for a little bit. And I swear it looked like something out of Goonies. We had a vacuum cleaner and a broom, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to get them. And when we pull it up, there's like 4 or 5. And that's when we figured we made all that noise, and they ran back down the pipe.
Oh,
And then we we killed them, shoved a t-shirt down the pipe, and then got a plumber in and got it fixed. But the sheer terror when we moved this last box and the carpet's undulating, and I was like, we might have to burn the shopping center down, like Pleasantburg Shopping Center. We almost were going to kill it with fire. And Fine.
We have no other choice.
You have no other choice. This building needs to burn to the ground. And oh my God. And as soon as we did that, everything was fine. Never had a problem again. But it's so frustrating. We're like, we're doing everything right. There's no food. We're doing everything we're supposed to. Where are they coming from? We found out. Where they were coming from. That was
Hey, Chris, can I go down to the detention center and bring an air rifle?
something larger than an air rifle.
Don't think I'd be allowed to bring anything larger than an air rifle to a detention
Maybe a
center.
308.
It's nearly 30-06 season. It's nearly.
There's a season for that? Okay.
Yeah, well, bow season is current. And
I know of which you speak, sir.
yes.
They're all over my property because the oaks drop all the acorns. So they're like, oh, there's a buffet.
I think I'll have to go to your property.
My wife wouldn't like that.
We can
She would prefer to make them pets.
Send her to a day spa.
Dude, she's like Miss Doolittle. She wants all the animals.
You won't miss one.
Hey, I'm fine with it for now. If it comes to the point in time that we need them, let's have them coming around and make it.
Yeah.
When the time comes. We've got skunk. We've got everything out there. Coyotes, hawks, you name it. It's kind of Joro spiders. Anybody seen those monsters?
Yes, unfortunately.
We have like 1 million of them.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's a concern because I put our shed out in the woods a little bit. So to go get the lawnmower, yeah, it's not fun.
Use carburetor cleaner. It'll kill you in about 5 seconds.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Cameron, and Robin, and Odie having a blast on Saturday night. Just being silly, as we often do. Now, if you have been a fan of this show for over a decade, you know if someone screws up, well, then they get what's called a noob. And I left my phone up. And my wife, even though she knows she shouldn't, texted me. And I'm not blaming her. It's my fault for leaving the phone up.
Throwing her under the bus.
I haven't even read the text yet, but because of that, I've got to do this. All right, Odie takes joy in the fact that
no, it doesn't take joy because you don't have pod open, so nobody in Facebook land could hear it because you didn't have channel 4 turned on to number 4.
Yeah, but I heard it, and I know what it could have been, and I self-report. Speaking of which, people are wondering why Odie is not here in studio. Cameron and I know why Odie's not here in studio because you see that wall over there, that wall behind me. That wall has been empty for a really long time. Someone was supposed to get hit by the Nerf guns on that wall, and he ain't been back since. I'm just saying.
Somebody's ducking us.
I'm just saying that it would appear
you're owed something. The sunglasses ain't gonna help.
Odie's not here, man. Odie's not here, man.
Dave's not here.
So anyway, I mean, eventually, hopefully, Odie makes his way back into the studio, and we break out the arsenal because I've been able to do that.
If you need the Gatling gun, let me know.
Oh, we absolutely need a Gatling gun.
Yes, we do.
Odie's not here, man. I don't know where he went, man, but he's not here. Okay.
That's my favorite wig that he wears.
Yes,
he wears multiple.
I was about to ask about that.
It's not a wig, man. It's Odie's not here, man.
Montelli's filming.
No, it looks like
my name is Rosita.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's wow. Anyway, all right. Text line
more than one way to skin a Wookiee.
905-0989. A texter texted in 706 Northeast Georgia. So, that's all right. So it was Georgia. Now I get it. I'm slow. Took me a second. So they're saying that prefix is from Georgia. Sweet.
Yes.
We need more people from Georgia. Let's see. I trust Rob and Odie. Lonzo thinks grits are bad in general, no matter if they have other toppings or not. Cameron must be like his dad. Yeah, grits are someone who's now in Detroit. Some of you may know his name. His name is Mark Ryan. He said that they are wet sand, and he is correct. That's the only thing he ever said in his life that was absolutely right.
No,
it tastes like nothing by itself.
Yeah, they don't.
That you have to add stuff to it. All you're saying is, hey, I would like to eat butter. Hey, I would like to eat cheese. Hey, I would like to eat pepper. So just open up your mouth and eat those things. You don't need grits.
No, grits are just a binding agent. That's all they are. They're
I'm
they're
pretty sure
they're
all
poop.
China
Yeah.
built with grits. I'm pretty sure it is. And imagine what that's
Grits are
doing
now
to you.
spackle.
Imagine what that's doing to your gut. That's all I'm saying. So, if you add shrimp to it, you're tasting the shrimp, people. That's all.
It's just shrimp.
All right. Chris on the stream says, I've been hit by desert mice. That I'm curious about that, Chris. So he was in Desert Storm and over. So when you say hit, it's a bit. Never mind, bit by desert mice seem to me.
I was about to say, was there a haboob going by and just
was
like a
it
whole bunch of desert mice in there?
Was it during the haboob that you were bit by the mice?
Yeah, usually the mice get eaten by the camel spiders, right? They would probably like those.
How big is a camel spider?
You haven't seen camel spiders?
You haven't seen a camel spider?
Dude, they're like this big.
I can't wait to see Cameron's face
it's
when he Googles camel spider.
Off to Google.
What? No, you didn't. You did not.
I
That is
heard
not.
that.
Oh, that thing.
All right, so that was up just a little bit. Fine, whatever. Fine. I will noob myself, but I'm not doing it again.
Are you going for the record, Lonzo?
No, I am not. No one can beat you.
Yes, you can.
You're a septanoob.
Yes,
You're
Braden.
undeniable.
Braden on the stream says Haboob cyberpunk reference. Actually, a Haboob is a thing, but that is where I first heard about it. Was on Cyberpunk.
Oh my God, these things are horrifying.
Yes, they are.
Holy crap, they're so big.
They are extremely big. They're like face huggers. They're that big.
Jeez.
That may be where xenomorph idea.
Now, if I've heard correctly, I have someone who can head shake to confirm or deny, but they really like the shade. And so a lot of times people would take off running and they chase you, but they're not chasing you. They're chasing your shadow because they want to stand in your shadow and they jump. I do have a friend that possibly pranked one of his fellow guys and put it in his helicopter, but
Was
You
there,
know, I
was there
think-
a crash afterwards?
no, I think there are a level of pranks, and I think that's not a prank anymore.
That's mildly.
Yeah, that's sabotage. That's what that is. That is definitely sabotage. Odie, when you were flying to Dubai, were you transporting camel spiders? I'm just curious.
No, just
Just what?
I have no idea what he said, but it can't be good. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about South Carolina Comicon fall edition. If we do not, then we'll be doing this all day, and we can't do this all day. We could do this all day.
we could do this all day.
But it's not day anymore. It's nighttime. So we're just gonna move. Actually, we're gonna come back to all.
It's still
of this.
technically a day
Well,
because we're still within a day.
no. I think night starts at
7
evening
o'clock.
at 5 o'clock, and night starts at 7.
7
I've been told that I'm wrong, but I get told that all the time. Are you listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas?
Oh no.
Are you getting feedback from me, Lonzo? No,
I don't hear it.
no, I can hear it on the stream a little bit, but it's only a little bit.
We're talking about your voice.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't make me want to pull my hair out or anything.
I'm not hearing it, but I'm also not using my normal headphones, so I can't hear like I normally do.
No, it's like an echo of my voice a little bit, but I think it's only on the stream.
I haven't noticed it either, but
So you're complaining that the stream can hear more of you.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris was asking what I thought about the Absolute books. I think they're really good.
It's on my list to talk.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
you can't skip on the list or
right,
else.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, man.
you haven't seen the list, but
Yeah,
Here,
Chris.
right
Chris
here.
was asking right
what
there.
do you think of Absolute DC, and is it here to stay?
Never sent me the list.
I can't answer. I was told I had to wait.
I don't have a list.
Well, no, I was just pointing out that it was on my list.
It's not on my list.
Right. Because
Not on my list.
here's the thing.
He's got a master list. We just have the
I
plebe
know
list.
I have to.
No, I don't
go
have a
for
list.
things because people kill the bit. It happens all the time.
I'm
And
good at that.
everyone they overthink it. They do everything, so I don't get the spontaneous reaction from people that I would rather have, which I think is more genuine and more funny. And usually it's whoever sits in that chair is the worst. It's been Chris. Oh no, here we go.
Where'd you get that from?
You don't want to know.
I found it. Smells weird.
Irish bluegrass. Here we go.
Not a
It's out of
tune.
tune.
No, it's not.
It's so out of tune.
We know.
How many people
I
did you
didn't
wallop
notice.
with that? You don't really say hit with a banjo.
You say wallop. Zombie games where you can use a banjo. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Can you
sing some
No, Braden. No Rocky.
But
Can you play Rocky Top? No, he can't.
Were you going for Rainbow Connection?
I was.
Okay, just
Why are there so many songs? Miss Piggy.
oh yeah.
Be fun if we could.
What? Do Rainbow Connection?
Maybe that's on the Christmas episode.
Oh. It could be.
Kermit singing Christmas songs.
Yeah, that would definitely be a thing.
Where?
The
Oh,
first songs ever sang on this show was a Kermit off between me and Chris, which the listener said he won. I don't think so, but that's and that's the first time we sang on the air, and it's like that's the first.
it's not
time-
that it left a scar or
It's the
anything.
first time that I well, maybe a small one. When your ego's so large, you don't notice some of those scars. But anyway,
There's a
that's
frog-shaped
when I
hole in
noticed
his
that
heart.
Chris does voices, and I've been in an office with him forever, and he never did them, and then he started doing them more and more.
He's really
And then
good
it's
at it.
like, okay, we need to do something around it.
Yeah, he's good at it.
So I went and bought a Cartman mask. So this year when Goofy and Cartman sing their Christmas, he's going to be wearing a Cartman mask.
That's not going to
Thanks,
be
Trey.
terrifying at all.
That means a lot, buddy. We really appreciate it. It's awesome. Hey Trey, if you don't mind, shoot us a message on Facebook and describe the young man. We'll take care of him. I really appreciate that. People
Hold
sometimes
on,
don't
are you going to
give
mafia
positive
take care of him?
feedback. Huh?
We're going to take care of him.
He's not going to do a mafia take care of.
Oh, okay.
He's going to do an actual take care.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back into the club.
Oh yeah, we're getting down. We're having some fun.
Odie, will you do your dance?
Yeah, I'm doing my dance here in the club. I'm getting freaky, getting happy with everything. Yeah, man.
That's weird. That's very weird.
Yeah, why are you not doing his accent?
I'm doing the accent. Why are you not hearing the accent? Tita, can you hear me? You have Robert there. Robert was at the discotheque last night. Robert was getting down and crazy.
Do not be telling people of my evening, Odie.
Oh yeah, that's it. Who's this Odie? I am Hans. Hans Oliver.
Oh, when he changed it to hands, it just totally changed what he was. All right,
I don't believe that was the joke.
so here's the thing. Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse, by the way. I apparently left. I hit a potentiometer, a fader, if you will, with my stack O stuff, and it went up like a couple dB, and some people in the room heard something. So now I am compelled to noob myself again. And then I hit the wrong thing. Now I gotta hit my noob twice.
Noob.
Not funny.
Yes, it is.
Where'd the oops go?
I've never seen him noob this much.
3 noobs in one night.
Never. Never in years.
It's your guess makes me nervous. All right, here we go. Oh, you in trouble.
Ooh-wee.
There, I double noobed.
Dadgum, that was awesome.
Newbie.
It was not. You know what is awesome, though? South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition. Rob, when is South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition?
Sunday, October 5th.
I don't know if you guys knew that or not. That's a week from tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. So
Soon.
like I was talking about earlier, we can be heard in 3 states right now. There might be some people up in North Carolina, some people in Georgia, some people on the far reaches of South Carolina, and maybe even Dark Corner. I don't know, who've never been to any of the South Carolina Comicons. Where is South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition?
So it's at the Greenville Convention Center. Really a fun show. So it's a 1-day show. It's about 50,000 square feet, tons of vendors, huge artist alley. We've got comic creators like Dan Fragan, Kelly Yates, and Bill Gollier, among others, Jason Crosby. And we've even got media guests and wrestlers. It's a really good time. 501st will be there. There's going to be some Star Wars cars. It's going to be great.
All right. So he said a bunch of things that some people may not know what they are, especially if you're a new listener or someone like, say, maybe you're a grandpa and your grandchild is into stuff that you weren't into, and you don't understand the lingo. So we are here to explain what some of that is. The 501st are like stormtroopers and Mandalorians and stuff, and they make their own armor, which is really, really cool. We've had them on the show before, and they walk around. You can take pictures with them. So if you ever want to have a picture taken with a stormtrooper, there are even some short ones. One followed us around one year. At every single place we stopped, he just stayed his distance, which was really cool. And he might be listening right now. Shout out to you.
I think he was spying on you.
Short stormtrooper. He said he listened to the show all the time. We really appreciate it. So the other thing is, you mentioned Artist Alley. So what is that exactly? I mean, is it an alley where there are artists?
It's actually a fairly accurate description. So what Artist Alley is, you've got the vendor section where it's usually people that have stores, or they set up and travel to cons and have different types of merchandise, all geeky, all fun. But Artist Alley, you have to make it. So the idea is you have to make it yourself. So you're going to get folks that draw and sketch and do prints and things like that. But you're also going to get folks who do wood burning or create jewelry or those sort of things. But everything in Artist Alley, the creator has to make themselves. And it's one of the coolest things, I think, about not just our show, but any show. It's kind of like going to a craft fair, but a nerdy craft fair. It's probably the simplest way to put it. And man, it's fun. It's something I enjoyed long before we had our convention, is finding people who are working their tails off to kind of express their artistic ability and being able to support them. It's pretty fun.
All right. Where and when can people buy tickets?
So tickets are on sale now. You can buy them at scomicon.com. You can buy them at Ingles, believe it or not, crazy as that is. And you can also buy them at Borderlands Comics at Games, which is at 410 South Pleasantburg. And then you can buy them at the door, believe it or not. You can do that as well. And
what time is it for that Sunday?
It's 11 to 6.
There you go. And I will tell you, it is a lot of fun. And it's not as big as the one in the spring. So if this is your first time coming to a Comic-Con, this is the one you want to come to, because it's like getting you started. So you get an idea of what the big one is like. And
you can dip your toe in.
Yeah, exactly. You can. And my favorite thing, and I talk about this all the time, but we get new listeners all the time. It's easy to order something online and it looks really cool, and then you get it and it's not as big as what you thought it was going to be. It's fragile. It's just, you're very unhappy with the product. Here, you can walk around, you can pick the stuff up, you can talk to a lot of times the person, as Rob just described, who made it themselves. And it makes a difference. There was this thing back in the day where people actually went shopping in real stores. This is kind of the same thing. And but you get to shop in a place where there are a lot of stores and a lot of people who are just like you, looking for the same stuff. And you can have cool conversations. I've never met a vendor who was snotty or just didn't want to have a long conversation with you. It's a lot of fun. Maybe you're someone who you're the only one in your family that's into this kind of stuff. You get there and realize you have a bigger family, and they're all right there. South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition. You mentioned some of the guests. The guests, one of them I'm excited for is Devon Dudley, formerly of the WWE. I think he's on a Legends contract, so he's there, but he was just in TNA a couple of nights ago with his tag team partner, Bubba Ray, and they're getting ready to take on the Hardys again for the last time. And that's a really big deal. If you don't know who they are, these are some of the best tag teams of all time as far as wrestling goes.
I mean, the Dudley Boys arguably are the greatest of all time. I think it's definitely an arguable point.
If I were going to see Odie go through a table and I couldn't do it myself, watching the Dudley Boys do it would be worth it.
A 3D through the table with Odie? That wouldn't be
Yes.
horrible.
Yes.
I'd do it.
I'd see that.
I've got
Odie-
body armor. I mean, I can try it.
Or if you're Buffalo Bills fans, they do that all the time too, but they are really drunk. Also, Tia Ballard's going to be there. And when I saw the name, I'm like, okay, that sounds familiar. One of my favorite characters from One Piece is actually Carrot. Odie was with us
Like
when we went
carrots.
returning
I like
to
carrots.
find Carrot. And he's like, why are you looking for a carrot? And then he saw Carrot and he was like, okay, I get it.
That's
I
why
get
you're looking
why-
for a character.
Yeah, that's why. Listen, she's one of the standout characters on a show that's had over 1,000 episodes, and every time she's on the screen, it's not just how she's drawn, but it's her voice and how it's written. And I think she does an excellent job. And she's also been in over 300 different animes. I mean, we've had a chance to talk to voice actors in the past, and they are awesome. And being able to go up and talk to them. And who did we have on last year in the spring? That was actually this year in the spring.
Android 17's voice actor, and I cannot believe I'm Chuck Huber.
Yeah, and Cameron got him to do a thing.
Yes.
Yes. Which
Because
was
I did Kuwabara, and then he responded as Hiei, and he threatened me, and it was great.
yes, it was awesome.
I've gotten 2 people of the 2 anime actors. We've gotten to 3. My bad. Because Josh Martin and Chris Rager were in the same interview, but I've gotten Chris Rager to threaten me in an anime voice. I've gotten Chuck Huber to do it as well.
Yeah, see, these are cool things where you get to see them on TV or on stream or however you watch them. But now you can actually go up and meet them in person and talk to them and and get pictures and all that kind of stuff. And it's really, really cool. Also, Jeremy Inman, the voice of 16, is going to be there. And we can go up and ask him if he ever finally got Goku. I don't know.
Let's walk up and go. Birds.
Yes. Proof that birds aren't real. So
It's even one of the ones that got the most interaction on social media was Walter Jones, the Black Power Ranger. That was pretty crazy too for an entire generation.
I think he was one of the Power Rangers that Cameron grew up with.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
He's one of the originals, I believe. And then Paul Taylor from Hellraiser.
Yeah, that's I've met some horror guys in the past, and it's always a little reluctant, but they're always really cool people. So
They're
just getting a chance to meet someone like him. I don't know how many hours worth of makeup he had to go through to do that.
Can you imagine that? It's almost like having a camel spider in your car.
Almost just like having that. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little more South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition, as well as fall itself, because it is fall. You can't tell around here, which I'm grateful for, because I hate snow and cold. And that's why I moved here. All right, you listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Prize for people sharing it out. It's pretty nuts. It's and I'll mention it obviously on air too.
Yeah.
But it's 4 passes to Fall Edition, 4 passes to the Spring Show, 4 SC Comicon 2026 t-shirts, and a $100 gift certificate to the store. And one person will win all that.
That is really good.
It'll be pretty cool.
No, Odie, you're not eligible.
I mean, technically, you guys are eligible. Whoever,
because we don't work there. I mean,
right? Whoever shares it out, and then we do we assign a number to everybody, put them in a big old spreadsheet, and random number generate it. We do it as
Odie could get all of Ireland to
Bit of a commute though.
Yeah, but you could fly over and get them.
You could drag the whole peninsula over
you
here.
could bring the whole clan.
Cameron, could I have my other Dr. Pepper, please?
Okay, I thought I was about to be reprimanded for something.
No,
You're using that tone.
I do that after the show.
I was like, I didn't do anything wrong yet.
Reprimand me.
Give me a chance.
It's like, wait a second. I've been a good boy. Where's the hole? There it is.
Are you intent on that football game, Lonzo, or can you put the fight on? Is the fight actually on?
Well, South Carolina was getting ready to come on, but
Oh, they're ready to come on. Okay, well then you got to have South Carolina on there. You don't really have a choice.
Well, I am,
I know what you do.
But-
You gotta have that. You gotta have that. On
We
it.
can bear
fights are
doubles
also
on-
my job. So, I mean, but
Dude, next weekend they've got the pay-per-view the night before the show. This is like the worst timing ever.
well,
And I'm not going to tell you wherever we are that night. I am going to have it on my phone because Pereira is trying to get his title back, and Merab Devashali is going to be fighting. Maybe the most
I
impressive
can't
fighter
wait
in the
until they
UFC.
get on Paramount Plus.
Isn't that going to be
So-
the best?
So I don't have
Everything,
to pay
everything's
for-
free.
Yeah, so I don't have to pay for those pay-per-views. I don't have Paramount right now, but I will.
Have
Then
they
I'll
said
have
if all
every
the
single streaming service? So.
have they said if all of the back catalog is going to be on Paramount?
I think they're going to be working on it. I don't think it's going to be available right away.
Oh man!
Also,
If they had all the WEC fights
also
and
some of the
Pride,
numbered ones may end up on CBS, on regular CBS.
man, that would be so awesome. Hey, Mark, that's a good point. Those guys are awesome too. That's why I said they're kind of all in the argument. I think it's pretty fair. Trey, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We try. Everybody tries really hard. Heck, it means even more when you're doing it for somebody's birthday. So thank you. I'll check the schedule and make sure to let them know. I really will. Thank you for doing that.
And by the way, Mark, as far as tag teams go and anything, to me, I never believe this is the greatest of all time. I always say this is the greatest of all time so far, because if there's not going to be someone to come along and surpass them, then why watch anymore?
Right. That's a good point. I think the Midnight Express is in the argument. I think they were awesome. I happen to be a big fan of FTR. I don't know if they're there yet, but they've held belts everywhere. So No Alonzo loves them more than life itself.
They're liars. They say only fists and flips, no flips, and I've seen them flip. That's a lie.
It's really funny. He gets very confused on what heels do, but it's okay. It's all right.
No, they're not. Okay, maybe.
They're not heels. They should just
I don't know
spike
what
pile
day it
drive
is.
Beth Phoenix. But
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron and Rob Young and Odie having a blast on a Saturday night, like we always do. I want to thank everybody for participating. If you would like to be a part of the show, text line is 800-905-0989. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We're live on X. And we were the first ones to do it in the building. They saw that we did it, and they said, "How did you do this?" And then immediately started doing it and didn't give us credit anymore. But that's how that works. But you can find us there at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. We are talking about South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition. And Rob has something special for one of you guys that you could actually win.
okay, so here's the deal. We always do a share prize, like on social media. And you guys can go to SC Comicon on Facebook, and you can see the post. And this year we did something, we kind of jazzed it up a little bit for the show. We wanted to do something really cool. So you just share the post out. It has all the rules in there. You tag somebody, share the post. You'll see all the stuff in the post. But the prize is what's really neat. You'll get 4 passes. The winner will, one person, 4 passes to SC Comicon Fall Edition on October 5th. 4 weekend passes, so 4 2-day passes to SC Comicon April 11th and 12th next year, what we call the big show, the mothership. 4 SC Comicon 2026 t-shirts when those come out, so we'll get your sizes, make sure we got the right sizes for you, and $100 gift certificate to Borderlands. So So it's a pretty awesome prize for just sharing. So we want to make it worth it. We get such a huge response when we do that. And we want to make it worth your while.
So when will the winner be picked?
The winner is always picked on, I believe it's Friday, right before the show.
So you have less than a week.
Yeah,
But
you
that's
still
plenty
got plenty of time to share it out. And something I forgot to mention earlier, Lonzo was talking about a grandpa, that kind of thing where you want to bring somebody. Kids 12 and under are free, period. It's not a free with a paying adult. There's no strings. We know money can get tight.
By the way, don't just drop your 8-year-old kid off and
please escort a minor. We don't allow minors unescorted, right? But also we're going to be doing trick or treating at the show, and we'll be giving away some free comics as well. So plenty of fun free stuff too.
So you're saying the kids should come dressed up
if they would like. It'd be really fun. You can go down and trick or treat, get some candy.
And, the other thing,
I'm going to change hats so that I can go get candy because I'll be in a costume then. That's my thought. I think it'll work.
Or take your hat off and no one will know who you are.
Yeah, but the glare blinds people.
Yeah,
and then I can get all.
It's very effective camouflage. It's gotten me before. And
we yell flashbang.
Yeah,
flashbang. Just take my hat off. Everybody's blind. Grab the candy, run.
So if you have never been, something else that's really cool about South Carolina Comicon Fall Edition is cosplay, and people just come up dressed up as their favorite anime or video game character, and it's really cool. You can look around and find out what's happening right now as far as what is the most popular as far as anime and stuff goes.
I'm betting money it's going to be a lot of Demon Slayer, not Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's banned. Demon Slayer is an anime that Cameron just saw that movie a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's still doing pretty well. It is.
Yeah. So
did you like it?
Yes.
Good.
Got a strong review from Cameron and Matthew, and it's hard to get a strong review from Matthew.
Yes. We actually agreed on something.
I mean, he knows his stuff.
So
he's got a strong opinion because he's really knowledgeable about pretty much any anime or manga, it seems like.
Yeah. If I say manga like he just did, he wants to hurt me, which is kind of funny.
Well, if you do it like I like to say it, which is Minger.
Minger.
We got plenty of Minger around here.
This is what we read out in Pecans where I'm from.
You got some Minger in the corner. Can you show me?
You got Minger's got them pretty girls on it. I don't know which one it is.
She got a tomato or something. It's a tomato Minger. Oh no, it's a carrot. I like carrots too.
It's
I'm scared. I'm scared when he starts going in that direction.
Odie's
eventually,
you see the size of that chicken.
Yeah, eventually, I love that reference. Eventually, Odie's going to actually get his Southern accent down, and then we're in trouble.
Then he will be the guy from Pickens.
Yes, then he will be.
He'll become the man from Pickens.
I'm the guy from Pickens, which is
all I gotta say is okay.
I'm not going to say where it is, but then he'll start talking to like where he lives.
Some say I already do. I don't know. There's times when I like to do it, and there's times where it just comes natural.
Okay. All right. So something else I want to talk about is what's coming up at Borderlands Comics and Games. You got anything going on at the store?
Man, we just had the pre-release for the Spider-Man Magic the Gathering set, which is something I never thought I would see. And that did really well. And it's really cool. And there's still a product, like a special gift bundle that hasn't actually dropped yet. They release that a little later. So that'll be coming out. And we've just got, check the Facebook. There's always some kind of gaming event going on. We have a signing this Wednesday, 4:30 to 6:30. We're going to have the writer for Murder Podcast, and he's going to be coming in from Ignition Press. So you guys check that out. That event is going to be popping up probably this evening or in the morning. Had a lot going on this week. We hadn't got the event up like we should have. But come check that out. We were trying to do some crazy stuff with it. But unfortunately, there are some laws here that have prevented us from doing what we wanted to do. We want to do something crazy. We want to do like a signing and a bourbon tasting and kind of do all this stuff. But man, you got to get a liquor license to even give it away.
Yeah.
So we were going to do like the little mini shots, like when you go to a moonshine thing or something, and up in Tennessee, but you have to get a license for all that. So we weren't gonna do that. God, we thought it would be so cool to do, but it just didn't work out.
All right, Chris on the stream is asking something that I was going to ask. It's already on my list. Chris wants to know, are you liking the DC Absolute series?
Gosh, man, it's been so good. I know we talked about it a long time ago, but it's really been good. To me, it's been very much similar to New 52, but not kind of the influx of 52 books, kind of the way they did. It's craziness. And I think that's allowed people to get into it slowly and easier and not feel overwhelmed. For those of you that didn't do it, the concept was Darkseid was going to kind of create a universe where he took away the one thing that he thought made each character special, that made them the thing. And the example would be Batman doesn't have money, right? He thought the wealth was what made Batman, and he was wrong.
No, it was the protein.
It was definitely all of the protein and creatine
because he's so huge
that he was on. But yeah, and so those books have been.
Well, he works in construction. You're lifting a lot of stuff.
Yeah. What kind of construction work is he doing?
He's
though?
Kind of got that farmer strength, man.
He looks like Bane.
I used to have a stepdad who was as skinny as Matthew. Started working in construction, and dude was jacked because you have no choice.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
so
fair.
Your body will just adapt, right? But all of them have been good. Not only Batman and Wonder Woman, and Superman, the obvious ones, but Flash and Martian Manhunter have been good. The whole thing's been really well done. I think they constructed it really, really well.
All right. When I picked up the first couple of Batman, I think I got Wonder Woman and I got Superman, and then I kind of fell off. I thought it was going to be a limited series. So this is ongoing. It's not, is it?
For right now, it is. Very much. It's funny. The books that are doing the best from the big two, the Ultimate stuff, Ultimate Spider-Man's incredible. And all the Ultimate books are doing really well too. So it kind of shows you that people want a good jumping on point. And I think that a lot of that can be done within the regular series, but it requires a lot of marketing and a different look. And it's way easier to kind of create this thing and have people jump on it. And that's what they're doing, and it's working. So, but also all the stuff from Skybound, Transformers and Void Rivals and G.I. Joe have been killing it too.
I'm gonna have to catch up somehow. I guess I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna talk about reprints when we come back.
And trades.
Yeah. All right. That's it. That's the sound that the hour is over. We got plenty of stuff to get to in hour number 2. I want to remind you during the top of the hour news, the show still goes on. We're still talking live on stream on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. So check us out at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse there, and we'll continue to talk about some of this stuff there. And we got video games, we got Oops, we've got Nerd Roundtable, so much more coming up. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
That's right. He's right. That was the Revival that said no flips, just fists. That was not FTR. That was a different tag team, Lonzo.
It was them.
It was a different tag team. It was a completely different company.
Uh-huh.
If it had been left up to Vince, they would have looked like Doink the Clown.
There should be a clown faction somewhere.
Did you guys pick the last AEW pay-per-view?
No, we haven't been picking stuff in a bit.
It was good. We watched it late. AEW.
Oh, AEW now.
Yeah, the last AEW pay-per-view. We hadn't been watching. We've missed a few, but the last one was really good.
There's actually an NXT PLE going on right now, which I would love to be watching. I think NXT has been really good lately.
Well, that's because they got 2 great AEW wrestlers in there. What is it? All Ego?
Yeah. And then Ricky Saints, who we interviewed like 2 weeks ago or something. It was a great interview. We had a lot of fun.
I've met him. He's a really nice guy.
He is. And he's also from New Orleans. So him and Rob were talking about a bunch of New Orleans stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you make a joke about Obafemi?
I did. I talked about, I asked him because he's another one of those guys that walks on the ropes.
Yeah.
Does the old school thing. I asked him if he finds a way during a match to check the ropes because there's condensation. There's a lot of other stuff that
100%. And the WWE ropes are kind of loose compared.
He said that he never
others.
had, but now he's going to be thinking about it. And if he falls, it's my fault. And he said the way these guys oil up, I said, especially Obafemi, There's a lot of oil going on. So we were going back and forth about that, and he was
It's like Obafemi. He seems like a baby oil kind of guy.
Yeah. That's what I said. Which I'd be scared to death if he showed up. Why are you talking about me and baby oil?
Why are you talking about me and baby
Is
oil?
it true? Because it looks like it's true.
You seem shiny.
Look, you be defiant until the end. That's how it works.
Can you sweat that much?
Some people do, and I mean, he's working out pretty hard. So that'd be a sweaty mess after bouncing off of one rope.
I hope he wins the championship tonight because I think Obafemi needs to move up. He's been doing dark matches with Rusev, and I'd like to see them have some bigger guys back up there again.
Yeah, that's another guy I was surprised they didn't do more with. I think the problem with AEW is they keep signing all this talent, and it's too much talent, really, and it's difficult to push them all. They don't have levels. I don't know. ROH, I feel like more of those guys could be in ROH, and they could. I was real surprised ROH didn't end up on HBO Max. That was strange to me.
Yeah, but they're just on a internet channel,
It's
right?
just on their streaming service. I'm surprised he doesn't put it on YouTube like a week late or something just to get the views, generate some more revenue. I don't know. Strange. What do I know? He owns a football team and a wrestling company. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, because this football team does so well.
He's cashing checks.
Lonzo, that text message that came in there a minute ago, do you want to show that to Rob? Top one.
There was a YouTube
Yeah, I'll show it to him later.
comment.
No, this is on the text line about
Okay.
501(c)(3) or something.
Oh, okay. Sure. Please show it to me.
You can walk around here.
Look now.
It's. I don't have it up over there.
No. I've only got the streaming stuff.
Right. I know I don't have it up because
I love it when I can see that stuff.
People are stranger when you're a stranger.
so that
Oh,
top.
I was watching a fan fiction thing during the week, and I thought it was
I
very good.
can come over there and put it up there for you.
It's also about the fact that you can't let this go on.
That's a good point.
They are.
Trust me, I've had people ask us why the con is not that. And it's because the reason we hadn't made the con like that, like some people do, is I feel like I know it's legal, but I feel like it's still a little dishonest that the con is for profit,
I
obviously.
was going to say it's for profit.
When people go, they do that and they hide it, and the 501(c)(3) just pays your company for the licensing rights, basically the amount of money they make minus a donation or something.
Yeah.
I just don't like to be dishonest. We'll pay our taxes on it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's less of a hassle anyway, right? Just
Yeah, I
being
mean, there's
straightforward.
probably some benefits to certain things you can get accomplished, maybe with grants or something like that, but that's just not what we want to do.
So, Rob,
I'm
got a
not
question for you.
hating anybody that does it different, right? I mean, they're doing what they're comfortable with, and that's okay. It's just not what we want to do.
Odie has a question for you.
What you got, Odie?
You know the some of the crazy fan fictions. Like I was watching one on Wednesday night about the fact that Batman isn't actually a superhero; that he's in Arkham Asylum, and all of the people around him, he gives them like all the doctors and nurses and patients, that they're all the bad guys. Like his head psychiatrist is a guy called Joe Kurz.
You want to know what's really crazy?
And what's that? Is that good or
In the-
bad?
Completely separate. In the 80s, my mom dated a former Appalachian State lineman named Joseph Kerr. And
Dr.
he used
Joker.
to tape a Joker playing card to his helmet when he played in college. Huge guy. Was also a Marine. He was also a Marine in Vietnam. He was thank goodness, a really nice guy and a wonderful person. And
Yeah.
but
That's a good thing.
yeah, it's a great dude. I'm actually still friends with him on Facebook, believe it or not, all these years later. Great guy. I've actually read some stuff like that, and I think it's really fun. And I think fan fiction is a really fun way to interact with characters that
I
you
think,
obviously
yeah,
love.
I think it is.
Yeah, I have nothing. And you notice the companies don't try to fight it. All it does is create potential storylines that they can take because they can't copyright it. So let people tell stories, and if there's a great idea you want to use, they can use it.
There's recently a story, fan fiction about Malfoy and Hermione, and it was a big deal, and they turned it into a book, and now they're making it into a movie. It's not going to be them. They're going to change the characters and everything. But it started out as fan fiction.
That's crazy.
That's
Good for them.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Used to be the third hour nerd hour, but the man LexCorp took away the first hour, making the second hour the first hour and the third hour the second hour, which means the third hour is no longer the third hour nerd hour. It's the second hour nerd hour, which doesn't have the same ring as third hour nerd hour.
No rhyme.
I have written many things over nearly 30 years in radio, and that is one of my most favorite things that I've ever written. I've won awards all over the place. Third hour nerd hour taken from me way too early, and we'll never get it back. It's very disappointing. Hey, thank you for tuning into the Upstate Pulse. And if you want to be a part of the show, 800-905-0989 is the text line. You can't call that number, even though during the week you can, but I have it blocked because you're drunk. And I can't,
I'm right here.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I'm not as thin as you drunk I am, okay?
Exactly. Lay off the Guinness there, fella.
I am completely.
He's back.
There was a time, believe it or not, back when we first started the show, I think 11 years ago, almost 12, something like that, where we did have the phone lines open and the show would be flowing really good. And then some drunk person would call, some of which actually worked here. You know who you are, Tommy. You're the reason why. Love you though, Tommy. I do. I do. But anyway, so that's where we had some people calling in drunk and deciding that they were part of the show and they gave themselves a nickname and stuff like that. And we normally have, my favorite is when we have at least 4 voices, because it's a round table, just having fun, talking about geeky, nerdy stuff, or things that you would click on when you're in your cube taking a lunch and nobody will go out to lunch with you because you're weird. And so you're clicking on that stuff like,
Why'd you look at me?
I'm not looking at you. Now? I'm looking that direction. Okay. Which is where my camera is. Okay. Anyway. So if you're like, these 80s kids, what did they grow up to look like? And you can't help it. Eventually you don't do it anymore. But when it first started popping up, you're going to click on that because you want to know what they look like.
That's how you get viruses.
You want to know what the Facts of Life girls look like now. Stuff like that.
2D internet.
What are you talking about? What is search history?
Oh, it's much darker than that.
Surface level.
I was going to say that's before he gets to the dark web.
That's a disturbing and disgusting iceberg.
Remember, Odie grew up on the peninsula and they had different TV shows there. Isn't that right, Father?
That's right. Now I hear you. Oh, look at this.
Yes.
Is that the official position of the church?
Yeah, let's stop there.
I wouldn't have time for what with the farm and all that.
Yeah, you never know what kind of show that Odie's hanging out with.
You know what the scary thing is, though? Because I'm in my own home studio at the minute, and normally I produce my podcast from here and I don't have to censor myself, I'm having to really behave, like really, really behave. Especially during the intermissions where we just wax lyrical. I'm having to just
well, those technically are uncensored, so if you wanted to go crazy you could, but also at the same time remember the company you represent and all that kind of stuff. And I don't have a dump button when we're just on stream. That's all I'm saying.
Odie, let me know when you want me on the podcast and we can both be uncensored.
That sounds good.
It'll be awful, but it'll be fun.
Wow, Odie, you have a podcast? You're going to do a podcast again?
When are you going to do a podcast, Odie?
I've seen on social media. There's a big blast, social media blast. The podcast is coming back.
Yeah.
I ain't seen no podcast.
Podcast is out already. Podcast is out. The last 2 series are out. It's the Odie Fitzgerald podcast. I don't know where I came up with the name. But if you look it up, there is some interesting stuff that couldn't possibly be let out by the FCC.
Okay. All right. There we go. It's nothing to do with furries or leprechauns or anything.
Oh, they're there. Yeah, they're in it.
Furry leprechauns?
I was about leprechauns. Same thing.
Leprechaun furries.
Riding unicorns. Because, that's what they do.
Kind of like in the Deadpool outro, and never mind.
Yeah.
No, because they're normally, no, we won't go into it.
You guys knew this or not, but it's autumn. You can't tell by outside, except maybe at night, like at 4:00 in the morning when it's a little bit colder. I'm okay with it being warm till, January and being a little bit cold January and February and then get warm again. I found a story. It says fall engages our senses with changing colors, warm clothing, and spices, triggering the brain's reward center and releasing dopamine, making us feel cozy, calm, and nostalgic. Is that how you feel during the fall, Odie?
And during the autumn, yes.
Why?
Because it reminds me of home a little bit. Like, well, not of home, because this is home, but it reminds me of Ireland because it's colder and it rains a little bit more, and the misery and the potatoes are all rotten in the ground, and the Catholic Church and all that kind of stuff. So,
Wow.
sorry, I went too far.
Morbid turn there.
That nerve got stomped on.
All right. Here's what they say, the story and the people who wrote it. So it's got to be true. The cooler air of fall makes outdoor activities easier, raising oxygen levels in the brain, leading to clearer thinking and calmer state of mind. Is that work for you, Odie?
Yeah, I'm zen.
Okay. All right. I'm asking you because Matthew's not here. I normally would just ask him at this point. A more predictable routine during fall, especially for families with children in school, can lead to thriving with set dinner and bedtimes, contributing to well-being. Fall's shorter daylight hours and earlier sunsets may help people sleep better, making it easier to achieve the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep nightly. All right, that last part I just don't believe. But
yeah, it's 12 for me.
Who gets 7 to 9 hours?
Well, it's never daylight when I go to work, but that's that's by choice.
Yeah.
Because I'm on an award-winning morning show, and so we got to get up early. Let us talk about really quick. We're not going to get too deep into it. Peacemaker season 2, episode 6, with spoilers, because this was written and directed by James Gunn, who is everywhere right now. I mean, he is everywhere. We're going to talk about Batman a little bit later in the roundtable. There was speculation because even the dance that they do at the beginning, was swastika-like. So finally, and this episode was labeled "Ignorance is Chris." So Peacemaker goes to another dimension, and everything's perfect. He thinks he's a hero there. Everyone loves him, unlike his real world where no one can.
His dad and his brother are alive.
And he finally decides, you know what? I'm gonna go stay there. The woman that he loves cannot express that to him. He goes there, and then they follow him in there and find out that it's actually Earth X. And
not a good Earth to be on.
This is why I'm glad that Rob is here. In the comic books, Earth X has been several different things, right?
Well, it was the best way to put it. So like Uncle Sam shows up there, and he had all these heroes that he brought in from Earth 2, which was our kind of World War II heroes, right? The first heroes. And the ones that most people know are the Freedom Fighters. So it's a comic that came out in the late 70s, early 80s, like Black Condor, Doll Man, and Human Bomb, Phantom Lady, Ray. But they're actually the second group. The first group had Miss America and Red Tornado and some of those people. And then later on, they kind of don't win. Hitler ends up mind controlling everybody, and then they merge it with Earth 1, and gets kind of crazy with Crisis in the 80s.
So in this continuity, Earth X, Hitler won the war, took over America. The American flag has a swastika on it. They keep it covered up the entire time for the entire season. And speculation was that that's what this is. That's either this or it's a Brainiac simulation. And so, and James Gunn wouldn't let anyone watch it, media, anyone other than the people who actually did the show, because he didn't want to give it away. And the moment when Peacemaker finally understands what it is, when he walks over and he unfurls one of the flags and realizes this is not his perfect world. And one of the characters is black, and she's like waving to people, and they're all just looking at her. And finally they start yelling, a black, and they start chasing her. And at the end of the episode, she's running and all these people are after her. So there are 2 episodes left. In this episode, Nicholas Hoult shows up as Lex Luthor. This is tied into Superman if you watch Superman. And he is given a deal where if he can help them find the dimensional doorway, dimensional rifts, that he will be moved out of Bel Rev into, I forget the name of the
yeah, but he's not going. He's gonna
escape, of course. And Rick Flag Sr. knows that, but he's taking advantage of that. And this, so according to James Gunn, is going to lead into Superman Man of Tomorrow, which he is saying is going to basically be a buddy movie with Lex Luthor and Superman fighting somebody else far worse.
It's got to be Brainiac.
So, but there's also a lot of people speculating that it's Darkseid, but I don't think he'll do Darkseid again.
Well, because Darkseid's been done badly.
And Brainiac hasn't been done. It's been done on the small screen, but it hasn't been done on the big screen.
That was Kevin Smith's script. It was going to be Brainiac in the Kevin Smith movie that, thank God, didn't get made with Nicolas Cage as Superman.
But you don't think the Cage could have brought it?
I think I might be an alcoholic if that had
fought that giant spider in Flash.
Oh my gosh.
I come from Kryptonite.
I will say, I hope all the 11th Street kids make it. I
So
hope
do
they
I.
can get out of there as soon as they can.
I mean, much of the way Gen 5 is, The Boys is, it's raunchy, but not nearly as bad as those shows, but sometimes in a way where it's like, okay, they're just doing this. James Gunn is just doing this to see if he can get away with it, which I think happens a lot on The Boys and on Gen 5. But this is a show about characters. It's not really them being, well, there's only really one superhero in it other than his brother and dad and Earth X. And we did get some Justice Gang on there. But it's more about the development of the characters and the fact that John Cena is becoming a great actor, which is amazing to see. He was already a good wrestler. Some people are on the fence about whether he's the greatest wrestler of all time or not. He definitely is in the WWE as far as championships go.
Take out championships. You know, it's kind of weird. People griped when The Rock left. They griped when Stone Cold left. They griped when all these people left. And John stayed. Like, he did the thing you wanted everybody else to do. I've always thought that was really weird.
No one's ever happy. That's the
the only guy that sort of stayed was Undertaker, but like he only wrestled once a year forever. And I love him, and it's because he was beat up, right? I get it. I get what he had to do. But John did the thing. He stayed, and he worked his tail off, and he showed up every day. What more can you ask out of the guy?
Agreed, and went through a bunch of hate. And I mean, it ebbs and flows like happens with a wrestler, especially someone who's been there for so long. I really think that this was a perfect part for him, even though it was not written for him. It was written for Dave Bautista, and Bautista couldn't do it because he had a conflict with the zombie movie, so
Thank
he couldn't
goodness.
do it. And so and it wouldn't have been the same show, and it wouldn't have been the same Suicide Squad with Bautista in it.
I think it's just perfect. I think John's comedic abilities are just perfect for this.
So this supposedly going to directly tie into Man of Tomorrow. There are 99 doors inside of this, or 100, I guess.
100.
Yeah, because you count the one that it came through. Is Brainiac through one of those doors? I don't know.
Well, there is like in the thing with the previews, Flurry opens a door. And there's like a giant skull with a whole bunch of tentacles just like going everywhere. Mechanical tentacles.
I didn't
That's
see that.
Brainiac.
I missed that. How did I miss that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's been stuck in my head. I've been waiting for that for.
Yeah, I missed that. I wouldn't be questioning if I would have seen that. That's definitely Brainiac.
Yeah.
So,
They need the Legion to help.
well,
You can get a later version of Brainiac who's not evil.
Well,
Like
that's
the current
true.
Version of Brainiac.
but you can't do that till after the Supergirl movie, and then she has to go to the future and all that stuff. So anyway, if you're not watching this show,
I'm confused.
good. It's okay. You should watch it.
Okay.
Odie, if you have HBO Max, I still say, and Cameron agrees with me, you would love this show from season 1 to where it is now.
Yes, this is a show you would definitely enjoy.
I think I need to get. Can you get like the streaming services for a short?
Yeah,
period?
you can. You can get them temporary. You
For a
just
month.
make sure you cancel them before that 31st day, or you will automatically be in it and have to start paying for it.
You could do it in a month and just binge them.
Some people, well, you could probably binge them in a couple weeks or maybe a couple days, depending on how much time you're willing to put into it. Although I know you work a lot, so I'm really enjoying Peacemaker. Season 2 so much better than season 1, and
I think it's almost a different series, really.
It kind of is, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just different things.
It just feels very opposite. Also, Economos has been my favorite.
Yeah, he's been great because I think he's me. So I mean, there's a lot of ways. There's backwardness. So also, Justice Gang has put a lasting impression on everyone, including my wife, who sent me a picture earlier. I'll show you guys during the break of someone with Guy Gardner haircut. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, Voice of Carolinas.
Trey, it's my bad that Peacemaker's got to go with that brother. That'd be better for him. That way he wouldn't have had to do it twice. Maybe Vigilante will just the double Vigilante.
Yeah, 2 vigilantes. They got to do the Spider-Man meme thing. It was great.
My question is like, will the Earth One version of them die, and they won't realize that the other one replaces him? I feel like they would know.
That would not shock me.
Mark, yeah, that's easy to figure out. I think Daddy Magic's eating that. Wheeler Yuta's awesome. Yeah.
Guy Gardner haircut.
Holy cow. It is.
That is a voluptuous bowl cut.
Well, I can't show it on the screen because
Text it to me.
Okay, we don't know who that guy is, but it was
Okay.
do you know the Guy Gardner haircut though? So if you don't,
Have
know
you
what
seen
we're talking
Superman?
about-
Yeah.
You watched Superman? Okay,
I liked it. I didn't think I would. I'll be honest. I went into that very neutral, but I didn't have high hopes, and I liked that movie a lot. It really did surprise me. Yeah, and I had a different take on the movie. I think the entire movie is about Superman trying to save Lex Luthor from being killed by Supergirl for hurting her dog.
Yeah, that's basic. That's
in the back of his head. He's like, if she gets back, she will kill everyone.
Where's the dog?
To get to her dog. Yeah, that was my take. Like, it makes total sense. He's like,
she will kill everyone.
she will kill everyone to get to her dog.
By the way, in Peacemaker, he's on a crutch and everything. Remember, he Crypto whipped his butt. At
By the way, Killer Croc got a mention.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
About what
I
he
thought-
and someone else is doing in the prison cell, and yeah, it's
I thought Luthor in the Superman movie was finally, I don't understand all these years. Like, it seemed like 2 or 3 times. It's like Lex Luthor, the smartest man on the planet, has a real estate scheme. Really? You know, it just seemed dumb.
Yeah.
And he's finally evil.
yeah. This to me,
And Lex Luthor's
I'm trying
evil.
to figure out, has he replaced Smallville's Lex Luthor for me? Because to me, that was the Lex Luthor for a long
Is that
time.
John Cryer?
No,
No, that
Michael
was the new
Rosenbaum.
one.
Michael Rosenbaum.
Michael Rosenbaum. No, he was, and he looked it. Rosenbaum really looked like Luthor.
Yes. It's really close for me, but Nicholas Holt's version is so much more deplorable.
When he's up there and he's crying, and you
despicable.
know that why he's crying
because he hates him so
Yeah,
much.
It's just like, wow, they did that well.
I just thought it was great.
Also, all the mad science crap that just happened, like the monkeys in the pocket dimension. It is how out there
The
everything
monkeys are the ones doing, well, we know there's social media farms, right? Anybody doesn't know that at this
Yeah.
point is
Yeah.
just not paying attention. And having Lex Luthor's monkeys be the social media farm
was.
is
Super
really
intelligent monkeys
awesome.
too, evidently.
Huh?
Because they were like souped up, like super intelligent monkeys.
Oh, yeah, they were smart monkeys. Probably smoking cigarettes and drinking Jack Daniels. I don't know what they were
Watching
doing.
Captain Kangaroo.
That's just in the break room.
That's just the break room.
They have a pocket
Don't
dimension.
you
break
disparage Captain Kangaroo?
Smoking cigarettes.
I'm a
and
fan of Mr. Green
Captain
Jeans, actually.
Kangaroo. Now don't tell me.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize there was actually a song that had Captain Kangaroo in it.
Does the coloring time on Captain Kangaroo now seem a little? you know?
Everything on Captain Kangaroo was a little bit creepy.
Oh, yeah, but you know who it was, right? It was Bill Cosby.
I used to have nightmares about. The rabbit. I don't know why, because the glasses on the rabbit.
Slim Goodbody didn't freak you out?
No, the rabbit freaked me out.
Oh, Slim Goodbody was
I
weird.
was-
You're not supposed to have your organs on the outside.
Well, that's
The only
true.
reason I know
Yeah.
Captain Kangaroo is
Holy-
from the what is it, the Pulp Fiction, when one of the characters was in his car going somewhere, and on the radio it was like that song, smoking cigarettes and watching Captain.
All right, we're back. All right, welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. You hear that sound, you know it's oops time. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because I don't normally delve into things that are political, but I Ice Cube got his bus firebombed by Antifa. It's just so if
These
you are
dadgum arsonists cannot read.
yeah, if you are Ice-T, if you are anyone Vanilla Ice, if you have ice in your name, please be careful, especially if you're in Portland. That's all.
If they want to do that to Ice-T, that's like self-suicide.
Yeah, well,
that won't go well.
It will not. So anyway, that's it. I'm not gonna get into anything else. I just thought that was ironic, I guess.
Yeah.
It just and
I feel bad for Ice Cube in this case.
Yeah, well, it hasn't been confirmed that that's what happened. Although his bus was on fire, and he was in a place where that kind of stuff is going on right now.
Firebombs do tend to happen.
Yeah, it does. So anyway, we're gonna move on.
See any relation to Sweet Tea? No. No.
Upstate Pulse presents the Nerd.
All right, some things to get to in the roundtable. I was going to bring the grilled cheese thing back up again, but no, you know what? I am, because maybe there's some people who weren't listening at the beginning of the show who aren't weird like Rob and Odie and don't understand what an actual grilled cheese is. So a grilled cheese is just cheese. It's just cheese. Odie added sausage and tomatoes to it, and now it's a sausage tomato melt. Yes. That's what it is.
My fellow Americans, I want to talk to you about the essence of a grilled cheese. What a grilled cheese is it's cheese and bread and whatever you want to put into it, whatever accoutrements, whatever extra bit you want to put inside in your grilled cheese. They don't.
Wait. Did he say
now let me get a piece of pie here, gentlemen.
What kind of excrements are you putting in there?
Accoutrements. I said accoutrements come from China, like the people in China. It's got to be sweet cheese.
I ain't putting excrement in grilled cheese, man.
All right, Pappy has to come in all the time. Pappy just comes in and just, the president had to walk out talking about his cheese because Pappy just, scared him.
Odie, I came in like a wrecking ball.
All right.
You know what I have to? I shall retort to that, and I shall say, when Cameron was in Egypt's land,
please mute him.
My Cameron goes.
Or I might have to take an hour car ride to go pop a guy.
Nope. We don't know where he lives. We're not gonna go. It's about a certain amount of time because people could,
Yeah, but there's a lot of different directions.
That's true. All right. Chris says there's always an exception for bacon. Right. But then it's
you can put anything on the sandwich. Just don't call it a grilled cheese.
It's a bacon and cheese melt.
Yeah,
it's no longer a grilled cheese.
It becomes a melt.
If you go to a restaurant or a gas station or some dude on the side of the road that's selling food like weird boiled peanuts and say, "Hey, I would like a grilled cheese," you're getting 2 pieces of bread and you're getting 1 or 2 slices of cheese, and that's a grilled cheese.
So if you order a taco, then it can have any number of things on it. It's still a taco.
There are exceptions.
And if you have a burger,
everything, and a grilled
you could
cheese
have any number of things on the burger. It's still a burger.
Yeah, but those things account for multiple things within it.
A grilled cheese is cheese.
All right, this round table is a place of debate, but in this case, I am not going to say we're going to agree to disagree. I'm just going to say you guys are wrong. That's wrong. Yeah,
Odie, was yours good?
My grilled cheese that you're talking about, yeah, it was amazing.
This was awesome too. So we don't care if we're wrong. It was good.
I don't care.
When you're wrong, you're right.
Yeah, if this is wrong,
you put a burger in there. That's a hamburger.
You guys being wrong
there's
doesn't
no
make it
bad
taste
place for a burger.
any worse.
I'm saying.
Listen, if I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. Okay.
I can put a burger in my Reese's peanut butter cup and it's still good.
Look, I hear ignorance tastes wonderful.
Now you're going.
It's still a Reese's peanut butter cup.
If you've never had peanut butter on your burger, you just haven't done it correctly.
Really, Odie? So you're saying if you were in studio and someone brought in a hamburger and put peanut butter on it, you would eat it?
It's still a hamburger.
It's really good.
Okay. All right. When you come back to the studio, because we're going to make that happen.
Christmas.
You got to leave the bunker sometime, Odie.
Don't have
Can't
to.
stand there for
Speaking
Man,
of-
your
speaking of
Atlas bunker,
Christmas,
boy.
Odie is saying that he's going to be here for the Upstate Pulse annual karaoke Christmas karaoke special. I'm sorry. And you should be too. So be putting in those requests. What we do is we will sing Christmas carols, secular ones only. If you don't know what that means, then you probably shouldn't be submitting a request. And we will sing those on the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. And we will do that with other voices like Goofy. One of my favorites of all time is Walking and Walking. Charlie James. Yes, that famous Charlie James came in here and he sat next to Chris and they both did Christopher Walken in a Winter Wonderland. And it was
They were
awesome.
walking and
It
walking.
was awesome.
Yes, it was. They actually recorded that. Charlie was not happy with the recording. So he's like, I'm showing up. We're doing it live. I was like, okay. And then there was animosity because Pappy Claus was taken out of his chair.
I was very upset.
Yes. So
Nobody takes Pappy out of his chair.
there's been
I
disdain.
earned that chair.
Been disdain between Pappy Claus and Charlie James. There will never be disdain between Pappy Claus or anyone with Bill Frady.
Oh, no.
Bill Frady can come and go wherever he wants. He is the guardian of the parking lot. If you see his picture,
watchful
you feel
eye.
safe automatically. He thinks I'm making fun, but he's wrong. I'm not. When I see that picture, I feel safe. When I see my picture, I say, man, I need to lose weight. So anyway, now presently, the picture, I'm actually fairly thin.
I see Rob's picture. I go, Tinky Winky.
Yes, you do.
Tinky Winky.
I don't blame you there. And you can let him know that that's how we think of him. Anyway, Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. It will start as it always does now with Bill Frady's rendition of Night Before Christmas. And I'm still considering having a Courier and Ives picture made with Bill Frady and his bass shotgun, and it will be beautiful. You've seen the artwork that my cousin has done in the background and other stuff. And I will send him a message. I got to get permission from Bill Frady. I'm not gonna have Bill Frady in a standoff with Pappy Claus and his bass shotgun without Bill Frady saying, yes, you can do that.
You know, Bill Frady is the only element that Chuck Norris is afraid of.
All right. Now you may be going too far.
No, I'm not.
They're
No.
buddies.
I
I'm
think
not
we've
going-
mentioned this before, but before he was on air, Bill was my next door neighbor.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Great guy. I've known him forever. Great guy.
Oh.
Always been cool.
All right. Texter says, Lonzo, you haven't checked out my peanut butter burger balls. No, I have not. You know what? You know what? I will not. I will not be doing
Why
that.
do I feel like your name's Alec right now?
No, I listen. We may be hanging out somewhere, and if we are, I am not.
Oh, hello.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Appropriate that you would say that while
Yes.
talking about his peanut butter burger
Yeah, it's,
balls.
it's
Hello. Would you like to
Uh,
try some peanut butter burger
I
balls?
wonder if there's a mouse around.
I was
Kinda weird.
no, I was dared, and I've done it twice, and Odie only heard it this time.
Oh, Lord.
Don't dare me. I will probably do it. All right, let's get to some roundtable other stuff. There will be 2 Batmans. Why does this bother people? Rob, there's going to be 2 films.
It seemed
There's going to be the Robert Pattinson, which is
Right.
an Elseworld Batman, and whoever the new Batman is going to be for a Batman Brave and the Bold.
or as I like to say, better. They're already establishing a multiverse, so I don't see the big deal. I believe that Gunn will handle the multiverse and not crash and burn the way Marvel did. So, yeah, I mean, I think
So you think you can handle the Batmans?
I can handle doing a better multiverse. I think when Marvel did it, they got that's at that point where they sort of were not having good leadership. Like when they did the Doctor Strange movie, there were parts that were okay. And then you're like, you called it Multiverse of Madness and literally kind of did nothing with that.
Yeah.
Although the movie wasn't horrible, just call it something else, because then you're waiting on all these cool, a snippet of what's his name? Tom Cruise's Iron Man, or all the fun stuff they could have done for just quick cameos. And they did none of it. And I think that's what makes people think that. But I think he'll do a much better job and make it good the same way he's made all these B characters, which I think DC has so many cool characters. and done
Well,
a good job.
people were upset about David Cornsweet being Superman. I thought he was a very good Superman.
Gosh, he did great.
Yeah, and I think this is my favorite Lois Lane. To me, this is the most.
Well, it was
accurate.
actually Lois Lane. They didn't have
Yeah.
Lana Lang, for those of you that are Superman fans, as Lois Lane, which is what they did before. So yeah, they screwed up a lot.
I'm
So
going to put
hopefully-
this out there.
Close
I'm going to
and
put this out there. I don't like the multiverse. I think the multiverses are sloppy writing. I think it's like, oh, we're going to kill Iron Man, but don't worry, we're going to bring him back as Doctor Doom. I think it's kind of, oh, it's a get out of jail.
About Marvel, not DC.
I know, yeah, but even I know DC are going to do it. I know something's going to happen, and they're going to kill somebody off, and then all of a sudden it's just
I
going
don't
to
know that.
They don't know that.
James
Yes,
Gunn, he's did a pretty good job so far.
Mhm.
People were also upset about him using that Green Lantern, but that Green Lantern was
Well, the other Green Lantern's going to be on the HBO TV series. So
Yeah,
the people saying that means they don't actually know what's coming.
right.
So he's using the movie to
There's actually going to
introduce
be several lanterns.
kind of the
Yeah.
third Earth Green Lantern, right? Because I think Hal and Alan are 1 and 2, but and you pick the order you want. I think they're both awesome.
Yeah.
But so there.
So that's going to happen next year at the same time when Supergirl comes out. I like the casting of these guys. I think he's done a really good job. I'm enjoying watching the podcast that they're doing. They're doing the companion podcast afterwards, where they have some of the actors come on. I'm talking about with Peacemaker, but they also talk about Superman because there's so much crossover between the two. I also enjoyed Hawkgirl in Superman. I didn't think I would,
Well, they didn't flesh her out as much as the other characters.
but they probably will.
But I thought
eventually.
she would, what we got was good. I thought Mr. Terrific is actually a character I've loved for years. And I just thought they did a great job with him.
he was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
He was really cool because he's trying to match wits with the smartest guy in the world, right? With Lex Luthor. So
Yeah.
he was doing the best he could, and he was fighting his tail off. And I love the orbs and everything, the T orbs, and it was just
Also,
really
him
cool.
getting upset at the fact that there was just an unstable pocket dimension right there. It's just like, of course Lex would do this. He knows this is a bad idea.
All right.
Of course he did it.
Mark on the stream says Erica Durance was my favorite Lois Lane. She did a great job with the character. She was on Smallville. She was my favorite Lois Lane until this one. And Rachel Brosnahan, I think is how you say her last name.
Sounds right.
I just think she fit the character perfectly. And I really enjoyed the fact, especially Superman's speech at the end, where he's talking about how he is human because of, how he tries to be better every single day and all that kind of stuff. And people were really mad because this Superman could get his butt kicked. Here's the thing. And I pointed this out a bunch of times. If you ever watched the Justice League cartoon, Superman got his butt kicked all the time.
Well,
Also,
he was getting his butt kicked by himself.
That's
Yes.
true.
I'm like, he's getting his butt kicked by another clone Superman.
the only person that could actually do any damage to him was the Bizarro Superman. That was it.
He
Yeah, I'm
also
like,
was
how's that
holding
wrong?
back and trying not to hurt things, and including rescuing the squirrel and stuff. He didn't want to kill the kaiju.
That's the other thing is that's how you make a hero as powerful as Superman interesting. It's not so much about him taking damage; it's about everything else around him and
Right.
how he goes about trying to save everything.
All right, getting back to Batman really quick. The thing is, originally supposedly Damian is going to be in that movie. Now they're kind of switching it around, and I don't know that he's just messing with people. I want it to be Damian, and supposedly and the other Robins exist, and they're already there, just like how Superman already exists.
Yeah, I
and he's
like
already
not doing the origin because my gosh, how many times do we have to see his parents killed in the alley?
But
watching
you
that
know-
of the Zorro movie, right?
An origin
Yeah.
that's never been on TV live action is Damian's origin. And I think that would be pretty cool. I just want to see what they do with it. And can they find an actor who can do what, and how old will Damian be? I mean, if he's like 10 or 11, can they find someone who can do all that stuff? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a horrible joke, but of all the things Batman had at his utility belt, you should have had the thing, where he didn't have to worry about Talia. And
He might have been, and this
know.
is a bad thing. And if you do this, you belong in jail. He could have been roofied. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
That's what he
League of
was.
Yeah.
Assassins,
Right,
like he
right.
could have got roofied. Talia could have roofied him. Maybe that's what we go with. Talia
I'm
roofied
pretty
him.
sure that is the actual origin of that too.
Yeah, Talia roofied. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's it. I think that's the new way we do it.
I mean, it just makes perfect sense. All right, Stranger Things is coming out. I want to say in a month, but it's actually it's close to a month, really, because October is
Oh,
next
yeah.
week. It comes out in November. There's a batch in November, a batch in December, and I think a batch in January. And they're doing a rewatch right now. When a series like this, which is stretched out for such a long period of time. Do you guys go back and watch the first couple seasons? Odie, will you go back and watch the first couple seasons of something?
No, I don't.
I will tell you that Chris Evans, one of the OGs, he does that. He goes back and watches an entire season getting ready for the show that's coming back.
I don't know. Like I'd love to have the time to be able to do it, but as well as that, I mean, I can remember and there's always the catch up as well.
Yeah, they do a good job. A lot of these shows do a good job of putting out before you watch this, and it's basically just a summary of everything that's happened.
Yeah,
and can jog your memory about some things that you forget. Rob,
I realize it's been a decade. Here you go.
Yeah.
No, I usually don't. And if I feel like I've forgotten stuff, there's usually like you said, a compilation video somebody's done to sort of catch you up in 15 minutes, and you're there. But I mean, my gosh, how many years has it been since Stranger Things 1? Like that's.
Well, they're throwing things out there where they're talking about they've seen these kids grow up, and we have.
These kids are like 10 and they can drink now.
And the only thing that I can think that's akin to this is Harry Potter, as far as series goes. Watching kids that were little kids now being adults. And
Stranger Things released the original
2016.
July 15th, 2016.
Right. So somewhere near the beginning of the show. So, because I remember we had Tara on a bunch talking about the first season when it came out. And we have theories about how the thing's going to end. Some we'll talk about off the air and some we can talk about on the air. But I'm looking forward to it and to see what happens. And
it done really badly when it was in Ireland first. It came out in Ireland on Netflix, obviously enough. It done really, really badly. It wasn't a success.
Probably not a lot of 80s kids there.
Yeah, because we were born in the 70s and then we just stopped. Our parents stopped procreating for 10 years.
That's probably what happened. Yeah.
Must have been a potato famine or something. I don't know.
Or maybe gingers don't watch Netflix. I mean, that could be it. I'm not sure. What? Yeah, like you're really that really bothered you.
I'm going home. That's it. Hold on.
You are home, and you're only half ginger, or maybe a quarter ginger. You're not full on ginger. There's a little bit of soul in there. I've seen it.
I got soul, but
yeah. Whenever I look at Odie, yeah, that's a lot of soul in there.
It's a lot of something.
I really enjoy Stranger Things because of it's based in the 80s. That's when I was a teenager, and so seeing all the things. One season was based at the mall. Spent a lot of time at the mall in the 80s. The mall, back in my day, the mall wasn't like what it is right now. You could go down and you could be safe and you didn't have to worry about being shot or jumped or
Julius in Aladdin's castle.
Aladdin's Castle. Loved Aladdin's Castle. That's back.
Connery?
Or better yet, the line must be drawn here.
Yeah.
Go to that one.
I loved Aladdin's Castle. There was another arcade and we would go to Putt-Putt and play at the arcade there. This was in Ohio, by the way. And I guess they had the same thing around here. I don't know. Probably. It was the 80s. But I love that they played a lot of Crawl. Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah.
I played, my favorite game was Gorf, but I played a lot of Tron. When Tron came out and there's a pinball museum in Simpsonville, and I had told Cameron about the Tron, the joystick. I guess it's a controller. I don't know. It's kind of a joystick thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would describe it.
It's an odd apparatus.
Yes. And I had told him how cool it was, and he actually got to play it. And that game has light cycles. It has the tanks. It has all that kind of stuff on it. And light cycles suck. They really do. It's because you got to. And there was Gorf I enjoyed because
you can't go backwards on a light cycle.
You cannot. Gorf.
There's no reverse.
Gorf would make fun of you as you walked by the cabinet and tell you that you're worthless, you're nothing, trying to entice you to play the game, which, got me every time.
Do you remember the game, the movie Demolition Man?
Yes.
You remember they brought out a pinball machine for that, and every time you walked past the pin, you're after recalling my memory. Every time you walk past the pinball machine, Wesley Snipes would laugh at you, or he'd say something to make you play it. That's.
They still have those, believe it or not. They're still making pinball cabinets, and they're still making arcade cabinets.
You get complimentary.
They've done a Godzilla and a Lord of the Rings that are just incredible, fun games.
When we go to the beach, we go to where do we go?
The beach.
Yeah, I forget
The beach.
I forget exactly where at on the East Coast. that we go.
Leonardo DiCaprio Island.
Anyway, again, it's not Myrtle, but it's just further down.
I think it's Surfside.
Surfside. There we go.
Surfside's great.
We go to Surfside. There's several arcades, including an arcade that's on the corner of two streets that you can walk in, and upstairs it has all the classic cabinets up there. And
It's
you
funny
have-
is I was stuck playing Tekken for forever.
yeah,
And then I let my niece take over, and then she was still going.
yeah, she was 6 and just killing it. So,
Yeah. I was like, I'm so proud.
yeah, me too. All right, let me throw something else in there. The Mandalorian and Grogu trailer just dropped. Another one. This one actually shows Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
What,
think
you don't
I-
like it? You don't?
I love the Mandalorian. I think Mandalorian is a fantastic show. But the trailer I watched, I was like, come on, seriously? I mean, you can do so much better. Maybe it's just to throw us off the scent. But I just watching it, I was like,
I'm
this-
glad they didn't spoil anything.
Hey, Grogu with the other little characters, and I can't remember their names, the little alien things that they're together, and which they were together some in the series.
They're in the sequel trilogy, so I don't quite remember them.
Yeah, so I love
you
that.
see the adult Grogu as well. Not the adult Grogu, but the Yoda type of character as well.
Here's the thing that I'm a little disappointed in, and we can't see everything in a trailer. We shouldn't see everything in a trailer. Is where are the other Mandalorians? Because how the series ended the last episode, we thought they were going to go to Mandalore.
They did go to Mandalore.
But I mean, take over Mandalore and
They did.
all that kind of stuff. Really? So I've just forgotten.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? It means it's time to go to break. All right.
Sorry about that.
No,
but
it's okay. It's all right. I'm elderly. I forgot. When was the last time there was an episode on? It was like 2 years
it's
ago.
been a bit,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
It
that you don't
was.
remember.
It was. All right, we come back. We're going to hit the lightning round. Well, I'm just going to quit.
Don't do that.
I won't quit. I've been here for like 26 years. I'm not going anywhere. You'll have to retire me before I retire. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of Carolina.
Hey, Trey, WrestleFest capped it was great. There's also a Retromania. You may want to check that game out. It's like WrestleFest, I think, but it has a little new WrestleFest. It plays very similar. Road Warriors. I mean, it's been a couple of years. Easy.
It
Oh,
has,
time.
and it's moist in here, and it's affecting my memory.
The moisture is
Yes,
affecting
it is. Affecting my
My
memory.
recall is
It's a
affecting
proven
my
fact.
moisture. Exactly. You cannot argue with the Exalted Rob.
You can. And you can be right.
Odie, I'm really disappointed you didn't break out the mandolin.
Yeah.
I mean, where's the mandolin, dude?
Dude, it was right there the whole time.
I wish he had a lute.
Why are all your instruments out of
And I'll try and do the mandolinian thing. No, can't do it.
That sounded
used
more
to
like
be able to do it.
Diablo than it did Italian restaurant.
It sounded like Deckard Cain's theme song.
I'm gonna see if I can remember something. Give me a second.
Well, that's about how much time you have. Is a second.
You know what? Let me just stay back in this cage. I don't want to hear any more of this.
I need unlimited credits at the vendors. They have lots of good beer. I just want to see Deckard Cain have fun for once.
He never really got to have a lot of fun. He just was in
Poor
bad
guy, like,
situations.
oh, it's Diablo, and his life just stunk.
It's
Like,
a
just
terrible.
always
The
awful.
Diablo universe is just a terrible
Somebody
place.
let Deckard have a beer, like have a steak or something. Yeah, come on.
I feel like he had fun for like the 20 years after
No,
Diablo.
couldn't
too.
remember it.
You know,
When he's raising,
Butterfly Lady.
When he's raising,
He had a good time. He's like, no.
when he's raising
Not
the
again.
person who becomes Diablo later. I mean, I'm sure they had some.
Yeah, play Hey Soul System. Trey, good point.
But if I play Hail Soul Sister, I have to play Mr. Mister.
On the radio.
You'll actually be on the radio.
Stereo.
I am on the radio. I'm on the radio.
Well, not at the moment. Right now, you're on the stream.
Is
Yeah.
How's that thing lasted the entire show? What was in there?
Not much from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were
whatever
slurping
told when
earlier.
I started, it's frozen Dr. Pepper.
Ah, okay. Was it an icy?
We need fucking frozen
Yep.
That sounds.
with frozen Monster ice cubes.
When you need your stimulants frozen.
I smell colors. I drink enough caffeine and consume enough caffeine during the show in every way possible that I think I can smell colors during the con.
How often do you smell purple?
I don't like the smell of purple. It's kind of weird.
What's the best smelling color?
It's not brown.
Probably orange.
I'm just guessing.
I would think blue would be.
I smell purple.
You like the smell of purple?
I do. Why does purple taste like purple?
Because it's purple.
I mean, if it's got too much red in it, it's a little weird.
Does Purple Rain smell like purple?
No, that just burns.
Okay.
Looks to a chemical factory.
No, I was talking about the
How's your
Purple
garden? How's your
Purple
garden
Rain
doing?
that was
Ozzy?
mentioned by America in a song by America where they mentioned Purple Rain. Ventura Highway.
My brain is going through every song I know now and I can't remember it.
Yo, double wides? We got them. Triple wides? We got them. And for you hipsters, we got the original tiny houses. We call them single wides. Come on in and buy one of our spacious homes and we'll throw in absolutely free your very own genuine flaming t-shirt cannon. Nothing brightens up your shindig or hootenanny like a t-shirt gun that's straight fire. So come on down to Billy Joe Jim Bob Jr.'s used trailers and hot tub accessory emporium today.
All children who are accompanied by an adult will receive a free pair of opera glasses and a snow cone.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, W has spoken at me. It's time for lightning round. Squeeze in as many stories as you possibly can in the last couple of minutes of the show. But believe it or not, the show is almost over. James Gunn has said that G.I. Robot will be in live action, but he will not guarantee that he will be in Peacemaker, but he should be.
Should be.
I mean, especially in the last few episodes.
If G.I. Robot shows up at the end and takes out all the Nazis, that would just be, it would be amazing.
He just shows up and goes,
Now, can we kill the Nazis? Yes, we can. All right. Be out on the lookout if you're in California, because you could be listening on stream as possible. We are worldwide. I believe, and Cameron can confirm, but we've talked about it many times throughout the over decade that this show has been on, that ninja squirrels are a thing. Okay?
Yes.
Ninja squirrels are absolutely a thing. Residents of San Rafael, California are on high alert due to an aggressive squirrel that has attacked multiple people in the Lucas Valley neighborhood. Joan Heblack and Isabel Campboy were both victims of the squirrel attacks, with Heblack describing how the squirrel clamped onto my leg. And Campboy recounted how it wound up on my arm, leaving it bloody. They just they weren't originally from California.
they moved.
Yeah.
Transplants.
Flyers have been posted warning residents about the very mean squirrel. It is California. So, of course, they're going to say, watch out now. There's a very mean squirrel that comes out of nowhere.
They probably have to get a permit in order to handle that.
I actually had a conversation about squirrel.
Crotch mice? Nothing's as bad as crotch mice.
No, but I had a conversation with that squirrel, and the reason he was so angry is because they grabbed his nuts.
Yes, that would make it. I mean, because it's a food source. And
Yeah.
Your food source is taken.
Yeah, they
it
don't
would
like
make you-
contamination.
All right, squirrels, I didn't know this, but I read it on the internet, so it's got to be true, are not carriers of rabies. But it is crucial for people to refrain from feeding wildlife to prevent such incidents. So, of course, in the end, it's not the squirrel's fault. It's the people's fault.
Yeah, just don't
course
let
it
them
is.
nuts.
It's people like Odie who are feeding the squirrels and causing them to. The squirrel and dumplings, I seem to remember that it was pretty good. I don't know. I
You
was
see,
a little,
I don't feed squirrels. Do something else with them.
make swirl dumplings.
Yep.
All right, Kenan Thompson, you know him probably. He was in the movie Heavyweights and Mighty Ducks, and has been a fixture on Saturday Night Live. He's got a production company. That production company is about to make a biopic of the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
And now the question is, who should play Macho Man Randy Savage? No, not you, Odie.
Is he dead?
Who's the guy that played Kevin Von Erich in the Von Erich story?
I see him in my head. I know who you're talking about.
Zac Efron?
I think he
I
could
think it
do
was
it.
I don't know if Zac Efron could do a Macho Man.
I think he could.
You think so?
Man, he looked it. Like that guy put in so much work. I think he could do it.
I mean, yeah, he was big in that movie.
I mean,
so.
MJF could do it.
Yeah, MJF is a very good
MJF
actor.
could do
He
it.
can sing. He can do just about everything.
Yeah.
And he can wrestle.
Hey, Mark. We said the same thing. Mark just popped up
All
on
right,
the Facebook
speaking
feed.
of wrestlers, Drew McIntyre has been cast in Highlander.
That's not a shock.
With Henry Cavill. He's going to be his brother, Angus. If you remember Highlander, Angus wasn't in the movie very long. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, but still.
How's Angus? Angus ain't with us anymore.
But Angus he's gonna be so Drew McIntyre as Henry Cavill's brother. I think that'd be pretty good, especially if they're doing a true remake. They're going out to the first battle when Highlander dies and all that stuff. It's
Connor McLeod.
Yes.
Glenn McLeod.
I am looking forward to it. All right, Marvin Jones III. Cameron, do you remember Marvin Jones III?
No.
He
I remember
was,
Marvin Jones II.
He was, yeah, but that guy, he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
He was in Black Lightning. He was the bad guy.
Oh, yeah, him.
Supposedly, this is according to Deadline, but it hasn't been confirmed. We'll be playing Tombstone in the next fight.
He would be a perfect Tombstone.
Yes.
All right, we got about a minute left. Rob, anything else that you want to say about South Carolina Comic Con?
Guys, just come on out to SC Comicon Fall Edition, October 5th at the Greenville Convention Center. All details you can get at scomicon.com or look for us on social media on Facebook and Instagram. How about that?
How about that? We look forward to seeing you guys out there next week. Of course, we're going to talk about it more next week. Rob will be busy because Saturday nights before those things or Friday nights before those things, he's very, very, very
Loading in all the vendors.
There you go. You go, no, you can't put that there. You got to put that there. And
Sometimes.
stuff like
But
that.
not
Yeah.
often. Everybody's usually pretty cool. And by the way, guys, thanks for all the support. Without y'all, we just couldn't do it. So thank you.
You weren't talking to us. You're talking to all you people.
Yeah, not the London.
Yeah, not me.
What about me? What about my moral support?
Pappy, you don't need more support. Now just stop it. You ain't even got none.
I don't need
You're right. I'm empty inside.
All right. Thank you for listening to Upstate Pulse, and we'll see you guys next week, maybe.
Oh.
So what did you do?
I skipped a break somehow.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to fix it by going through and taking everything that I missed and putting it in where there are promos and stuff and making up for stuff that I missed. Because it's goofing off, having a good time, and I messed up. And now you guys all heard that I messed up.
Dude.
So my boss is watching to hear that I messed up. I think it's that I messed up. But, first time I've ever done that. So say goodbye, Cameron.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Rob.
See you guys.
I may be here next week. I don't know. Bye.
Bye, Odie.